Hello guys. Okay, so this is part 2 to my my video, and yeah, because yeah, I was just a quick brief catch up. So yes, I ended up getting my my whole bus rerouted, and thank goodness for the bus. And yeah, so then that afternoon, when the time came, because I ended up having to spend sleep in the bus station, and it was really uncomfortable and everything. So then what happened was our bus was supposed to leave around 5:30. So then they told us that the bus what we were supposed to leave on had a delay, and therefore we'd have to be leaving at around 9 at night. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a problem. So then yeah, 9 came, and the bus was came, and we were supposed to be leaving. And then as we were pulling off, the bus driver, we were all on the bus ready to leave and everything like that, and then the bus driver lady was like, hey guys, I'm gonna have to have you all get off the bus because there's something wrong with the bus wheels or something like that, so could you please all get off? So then we all had to get off the bus and get back into the terminal, and people were mad, people were upset and frustrated, so we had to have our tickets changed again, and it was just such a roller coaster. And yeah, and then they then rerouted, not rerouted, just changed our bus tickets to leave a bit later. So then we then got we then left later that night, and then unfortunately we then missed our connection somewhere, and then that was in thing near Kentucky or something. And then yeah, and then we had to wait in the bus terminal. I had to sleep in another bus terminal, and it was really uncomfortable, sleeping on the ground. And yeah, so then yeah, so then we were also the next day in the morning we were scheduled to leave, and then they ended up delaying our bus by they delayed our bus by wait, was it by another 4 hours or 6, wait, no, by 7 hours, actually 7 hours. Our bus was delayed by 7 hours, and oh my gosh. And then we had to drive through Kentucky, and then when we got to Tennessee, another bus had already caught up to us, and then we had to all be squeezed onto one bus coming from Tennessee to Atlanta. And then oh my gosh, and then yeah, we then finally arrived in Atlanta, Georgia. And yeah, and I actually remember while I was sleeping in the bus terminal, some lady, it was an older lady, was like, oh my gosh, honey, yes, you look so tired, you are just so dozed off with your mouth wide open. And she made some joke, and it was an old lady, and she was like, oh, you better be careful, otherwise one of these gentlemen around here might put something in your mouth. And I was like, oh my gosh, that came from an older lady saying that, talking dirty, and I was just oh my gosh. But I was just I just kept quiet about it. I was just I just acted like I didn't even hear that. So I was just moved on. And then I was gonna say, yeah, so then we got to Atlanta. So then I arrived in Atlanta. It was around almost midnight. So there wasn't much public transport running, taxis and all that stuff, and the trains and the buses were not running and everything like that. So I was just you know what, I don't want to be leaving, because there's around the bus terminals, outside the bus terminal area in Atlanta, Georgia, it can be really shady, you get all sorts of characters. So I was just I just want to just stay within the bus terminal until the morning. I don't mind thingy, I just want to feel safe. I just want to be safe. And that's what I told the security guard when he came and asked me why I was in the terminal, what was I waiting for and everything. So I just explained the situation, that hey, you guys made me arrive to my destination so late. I was meant to arrive around 4 p.m 5 p.m. So I was just it's not I enjoy sitting in bus terminals or something. So yeah, I was just I'll just wait until the morning, and I'll catch the bus or something, and I'll go home and I'll leave. And yeah, he accepted that and everything. And they also gave me a food voucher and everything like that to get some food and everything. So I was just like, yeah, so I was just like, okay. And then yeah, and as far as the food voucher, like I was actually kind of happy because you know I'm vegan, so it's like I kind of like can't just eat anything and everything. Like in the bus terminals, they had like burgers, they had fries, they had chicken nuggets, they had all these other things, ice creams and milks and eggs and tater tots and everything. So while I was in the bus terminal, like there was only one yes, in the terminal there was only one lady, chef lady. She was the chef, she was cooking, and she was also a cashier. She looked so overwhelmed. I was just like, oh my gosh. And some of the customers were actually being really mean to her, but she was a really sweet lady in the terminal, like cooking for people and cooking for us and everything. So I don't know, I just felt really appreciative of her and everything like that. And like I was really nice to her. I was like very respectful, because that's just my nature. I'm like generally a very nice like girl. I just like to be very respectful to everybody, no matter what, especially like because you know you never know what somebody's dealing with or going through. So it's like just be like, even though like she might be at the customer's mercy, I was just like, you know, we should still be respectful. So I acknowledged, like I actually saw that there were some salads that I could eat, because I can't just eat anything like as a vegan. So there were some salads that I could eat, but I realized that the chef salads actually had cheese in them and everything like that. So I asked her, I was respectful, and I was like, excuse me ma'am, I don't eat eggs and I don't eat cheese and everything. So it's like, is it possible to have those pre-packaged salads? Is it possible to have them made without the eggs and the cheese and everything? So I was just very respectful and everything like that. And she was like, oh, okay, don't worry, just give me some time and be patient with me. And I was like, okay ma'am, because I was just like, yeah, I wasn't in a hurry to go anywhere. I was still like really understanding towards her situation and everything like that. So then there were some customers who were very mean to her, very rude to her and everything like that, like the poor lady. And yeah, but I was just like, no, like she's having a hard time, we should be like really considerate towards her, and she's doing her best and everything. So yeah, so then she asked me to come back in a few hours, like in about 2 hours, and I was just like, okay, don't worry, I'll just come back, and like when you're less busy, and like she said she could make my salad for me and everything like that. So then when I came back, like she actually like was like she was like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm so thankful towards you for being so patient towards me as a customer and everything. And I was like, oh, don't worry, because I could see that she was having a hard time and a busy day, because she looked really tired and everything. So yeah, and then like she ended up like going really far. She actually was really nice to, like she actually kind of overdid herself with me. Like the salad, like the pre-packaged salad had like cheese. It don't have cheese. It had some cabbage, and it had some lettuce. It wasn't really it didn't really have much. But she actually went very far with me, and she charged me the same price. She actually overloaded my salad. She actually like gave me lots of lettuce. She gave me cabbage. She gave me tomatoes. She gave me peppers. She gave me pickles. She gave me onions. And I was like, wow, she's really like putting a lot of effort for me. And she was like, you have been a very like polite customer. I don't usually get customers being so nice and very like friendly towards me and everything. But she was like, she told me she really appreciated me. And I was like, no ma'am, I could see that you are having a hard time, a busy day, being very hardworking. It means a lot to me that she actually specially making the salad for me. Yeah, so she actually made me like these 2 big salads, and she loaded me up, and she didn't even charge me extra for it. And yeah, she actually made my salad really nice, and I was really happy. And she actually was supposed to charge me for Italian dressing. She was actually, it was like 50 cents like a packet of the sauce, the salad dressing. But she ended up giving me like 4 packets like for free and everything. And she was like telling me it was a way of like showing how much she appreciated me and everything. So I was just like, wow, it truly does pay to actually be polite, remain polite, be friendly. Even though I had also had a rough time and everything, I didn't take out anything out, my baggage out on her or anything like that. So yeah, her and I got along very well. We were both very respectful towards each other. I was like, thank you so much ma'am. I was still very nice to her and everything, and she was like really good to me as well. So yeah, I was just saying, you know, it pays to still be always respectful to people no matter what. And you know, it's like you catch more bees with honey than with vinegar. So yeah, I was just really grateful for the food and everything. It was actually really good. I actually didn't even eat both the salads. I only ate a bit today. And yeah, so that's just my trip and everything. So I'm finally home right now, just sitting outside. It's really, the weather's nice and everything like that. So yeah, this is my trip and my craziness, not I'm crazy, but the craziness I had to deal with. So very likely either later today or tomorrow, I'm going to be contacting the customer service again of Greyhound, because this was really unacceptable that they put me through all this, because people have lives and things they have to get to and everything. So probably they'll be hearing a lot of complaints from a lot of dissatisfied customers. So yeah, that's just my trip, just my update on my life. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share my video, and I'll see you all in the next one.